All right. Let's see if I'm gonna get some people in here today. Let's see what we gonna get. Everybody has been waiting on this review, they said. So I am here to give you the review. Since we talking about it, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the review for today. Hopefully we get some people in here. We can talk about some things. How are y'all? Hey, Queen B More. Hey, Queen B More, how are you? How are y'all? Hello, Renata. Thank y'all so much for joining. Um, hey, Pop Culture Plug, Gen Sport. How are y'all? I am ready to give y'all this review of the first part of this reunion. That's what we're doing today. We're giving y'all a review of the first part of the reunion. Hello. Y'all ready for this part 2 of the reunion? Y'all ready for this first part of the reunion? Are y'all ready? All right, so I want to say thank y'all so much again for coming to the channel. Thank you to the top fans, Angela, Dot Willie, Sybil Palmer, Bo Steele, Diamond Eyes, Jensen, the Pop Culture, EMC, Renata B. Moore. Thank y'all all so much for coming and joining me for this chat today. All right. Oh, Renata, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate it. So this is part 2 of the reunion, and I felt like there's some things that we got to talk about. We got to talk about some things, y'all. So I got my little ginger beer here today. It's natural. It's pineapple ginger root beer. But anyway, this is part 2 of season 16 reunion. I think it's episode 19. Renata, again, thank you for the super chat. It's a lot to unpack in here. I have a lot to say. Y'all know that I have a lot to say about this reunion because I think that, yeah, it's a lot. So the first part of this is, did anybody notice that for the first 10 minutes of this reunion, it was all Angela? You got 7 women on stage, but it was Angela. For the first part of this reunion, for the first 10 minutes, you can go through and look, and it was Angela. Am I the only one that noticed that? Yeah, am I the only one that noticed that? It was Angela for the first part of this reunion. And I think Angela held her own. I'm gonna be honest, because Angela was sitting there like, and I did, and I said it, and what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so Angela starts it off where she's talking about that Phaedra was securing her spot. And again, y'all, this is what I told you on my previous review. Phaedra is basically saying she had a guaranteed contract, so that her spot was already secure. Basically, she came in at the end of season 16, so they already let her know that they were going to be bringing her back for season 17. They weren't just going to give her for these few episodes. And Angela is like, you didn't really come in doing nothing, so you was trying to do it, so that's why you came with this scheme. Angela came with a little bit of receipts. I'm gonna give it to her. The Facebook thing, you know, about who was friends with who, and they've been friends with Phaedra's sister and brother, and Phaedra even called her family. Now, here's what I will say. I want to say this, but I want this to come off, and I want y'all to understand what I'm saying when I say this, okay? I want y'all to understand my love when I say this, because, you know, I know how this feels when I say stuff. I think Angela is doing an amazing job. In the words of, you know, people under my age, when they be like, clock that, Angela's doing an amazing job. Because basically, Diamond Eyes, thank you so much for the super chat. Angela's basically saying, we know who you are. I see you for your work. I know what you would do. Don't put it past anybody. And I think that she does what most people would. Most people wouldn't say it. Most people would be like, I heard some stuff you do. I think you might do some dirty stuff. But she like, nah, I already know what kind of chick you is. I know when you coming into the group, it could be fresh, it could be whatever, but I already know what it is. So I have to give her props when she's like, I'm gonna say it, like, you did some foul shit to somebody else in the group, excuse my language. So I don't put it past what you would do to me. This is somebody you knew and you would do something like that to them. So she over here like, I'm gonna go ahead and just say what we are talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of insinuating. Did y'all get it? Drew was like, they said she the godfather. They all insinuated, but even in the edit, they ain't gonna let them really say it. But did you notice how they all insinuated? How they're all like, we know about how you move around town. Everybody knows this thing. Did y'all not like see that? I felt like everybody kind of chimed in, specifically on that one couch when it came to her. Did y'all not like? I felt like everybody chimed in. Did y'all feel like everybody chimed in? They were like, I kind of know. You know what I'm saying? So I think that I give Angela her props for not being afraid of saying the hard things. She wasn't afraid of saying the hard things. She wasn't afraid of, confronting it. When they start going back and forth about, well, if I'm 53, then you look 63, because don't nobody really look how they looked when they start the show. Not a diss, just what is real. I think everybody changes once the camera gets in and everybody sees each other and all of those things. So I think it was very interesting. Now, here's what I say about the stance on the item. I still don't know if I think that Phaedra actually did it, but I do feel like someone put it out there to seem like she had done it. Oh, thank you, Queen B. Moore. I appreciate you. I think that, I don't think it was Angela. I think it was the young man. I think they put it out there. He put it out there for his TV time. But I think it was put out there. The whole thing does kind of be like, oh, this is weird. Well, why are we going so far about Charles and thinking about Charles and what he be doing and all of that kind of stuff? But it's not unreal that it happened. It definitely happened. Somebody definitely had this conversation. Somebody definitely, but I don't know that she did do that. I'm just being very honest. I'm not honest that she did do that. I mean, I'm not 100% firm that she would do it. I think it's a little stupider than I would think that she would do, but I can't put anything past anybody. Okay. We move on next, and Drew and Shamia go back and forth. Drew and Shamia go back and forth. Because Shamia chimes in, you get what I'm saying? And I think it's very interesting. Drew definitely does not care about going back and forth with Shamia. She doesn't care. She is like, what up? And Drew's standing on her business. I'm going to give it to her. The way Drew slid into the reunion was definitely like, you wasn't expecting her to say something and she'll be like, but we all know what that one do when she be on her back. Like she was sliding in real good and quick with her comebacks, her snaps, like her shade. So I had to give it to her. And I think that they're all trying to navigate having certain conversations, for one, with Britt not being there, which is very weird. And they're all navigating having certain conversations. But like the newbies, I don't feel like sometimes know how to just have the conversation, okay? And here's why I say that. They're doing a lot of flashbacks. They do the flashback of Britt's conversation and how she felt like Kenya was going for her, and the flashbacks don't really say that. They talk about the incident and how they felt like Cynthia should have had that most people feel like Cynthia should have had Kenya's back. Here's what I'm gonna say about that. I think the season couch, which is Cynthia, Phaedra, Porsha, and Drew has some season to her, but I think that's why it works for her. They know how to maneuver and go through it and kind of get you to be like, well, I'm kind of on your side. If you notice this, y'all, I told y'all that y'all were going to be watching these reunions and y'all are reading Shamia for filth. Y'all are coming back saying Shamia was your favorite the first few episodes, but now y'all don't even see it for Shamia, which is very, very interesting that y'all do not see it. But I told y'all a few lives ago that by the time this reunion came, y'all were going to change our perspective and be on Porsha's side. Did I not? You can bring up the clips. Can y'all run the clips back? If you have been watching my lives, how many of y'all said, how many times did I tell y'all were going to be on Porsha's side after you watch this reunion? Raise your hand if I did not say that. And that if you don't look online, the people are like, Shamia can go. They roasting Shamia and they're all the way on Porsha's side. How many of y'all know? Y'all got to give me my props because I be knowing what I'm talking about. I said this, and y'all was like, no, I can never see it. And no, they won't, and they won't, blah, blah. And everybody is looking at Shamia crazy right now. But see, here's what I'm saying. Britt left the show and didn't know how to do it. Porsha, Phaedra, Cynthia, that whole couch, and even Drew, they're seasoned. They're seasoned. And here's what I'm going to say about that. I felt like the newbies don't know how to kind of like, oh, I think have gotten caught up. Shamia specifically, they have gotten caught up with like, well, that's my friend. And, yes, it's TV, but my friend would never go there or do that with me. Or my friend would never say that. Or my friend would blah, blah, blah. And they don't realize that when you come on a platform like this, specifically if you and your friends are on equal playing field, not if your friend is like just trying to be seen on TV, but if you and your friend are both housewives, or you and your friend are both basketball wives, or you and your friend are whatever, just know the gloves come off. You should know coming into this setting that your friends and friendships change when you get on a reality show. So I don't think Shamia was ready. She was ready to be on the show because she had the life that everybody wanted to see. But I don't think that she was ready to get on here and actually possibly lose a friend because her friend was going to be like, I know how to play this game. You don't. Checkmate, not checkers. You over there playing checkers. You coming on my platform. You over there, you know what I'm saying, showing everybody all the things that they thought they was going to see from me. And you think you're going to make me look bad? No. I'm going to watch the season. I'm going to come in ready to apologize. You see, Porsha said, I'm confronting things hands on. I want to make sure that me and whoever, we get a resolution. And you set up in here and lie. Do you tell you she was super calm, super about it? You can tell that she had definitely produced herself and been produced to come into this moment. And she was ready. Shamia was, that's all, folks. She was stuttering. That's all, folks. Did y'all not catch it? And it wasn't that I think she was lying. I don't think that she was prepared to be gagged like that by her friend. She thought, no, it won't go there. And we're going to be on a show, but not really go there. But she gagged her. Did y'all, y'all not watching the same show I'm watching? She was literally, Shamia is very quick. If you notice the whole season, even in her reads, what girl, Flavor Flav, blah, 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 blah. You coming in, on here, she was real. Blip, 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 blip. That's all, folks. Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. I'm like, what is going on? Why is she over there stuttering and looking crazy? And what? Am I the only one that felt that? Like, she was stuttering and looking crazy. And that's not the first time that they've had an alliance. That's not the first time at all. Like, yes, she was trying to protect it. I agree. But I think it was just kind of weird. She was totally shocked. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah, you hear the knock knock. Can you wait 5 seconds? Can you wait 5 seconds? Can you wait 5 seconds? Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second. Yes. So, yeah, I felt like she was very much, yeah, she was gagged. She was super gagged. And I'm not going to lie, it was very interesting to see it. I was just like, Porsha came on the show and she knew being on this show, you could be ready to lose a friend. She knew you could be ready to lose a friend. Shamia came on this show not thinking she would lose a friend and not ready. Like, you know how there's rules in war and there's rules in, like, there's rules in love, there's rules in war. Shamia wasn't ready for the rules. You get what I'm saying? She wasn't ready for the rules. Like, at all. She was like, hold on. So when I get on here, my friendship could be out the door? Hey, when I get on here, you could decide that you could spray me and tell all of it? When I get on here, like, I don't think she was ready for that. And she definitely kept her loyalty so much that she looked crazy when it came to part two and how she was answering these questions. Porsha was very seasoned, even if I don't know that all of her answers were on the up and up. I think both of them had some lies or some things that were left out, but Shamia was more so, she was definitely, and I was like, oh my God, why is this girl like stuttering and looking crazy? I just felt like that was so crazy to me. I don't know. I think y'all are saying that, but I don't think it was she came in trying to take her out. Now, I will say this. Everybody has made conversations and said that they don't know that Porsha wanted Shamia on this platform. I don't know. I wasn't there. I will say that a lot of people have championed for Shamia to be on this platform. And I don't know, and I cannot speak if Porsha did or didn't, but I know a lot of people have loudly championed for her, whereas some others may not have championed as loud, but maybe they championed. Shamia was definitely holding back because of her friendship, and I wanted to be like, that ain't how you come in as a first year housewife, baby, because you went from top tier beginning first episodes, you got the life to. She roasted you at the reunion and didn't even really say nothing. Like, if you notice, nothing was dropped. No bombshell was dropped. No story was dropped. But she roasted her and didn't even really say anything. It was a very calculated, like, I know how to get them. I'm going to come in and say, I've grown. I take accountability. Let me hug Drew. Let me tell you how I feel that these things to blah, blah, blah. It was very poised, very seasoned, very produced. Know this, because you got to know how to play the game. Some people don't know how to play the game. So I can't be mad at Porsha for knowing how to play the game and somebody else not knowing how to play the game. It was like she was on an episode of Traitors and she knew exactly what to do. She would have made it great in the Big Brother house. She knew exactly what to do. They should call her for both shows. She knows exactly what to do. Shamia didn't play the game and don't know how to play the game real. Hello, Monique. She didn't know how to play the game well. Y'all need to go over there and tell Shamia, we're trying to teach you how to play the game. Because in 1 minute, I'm going to be honest. Porsha was looking at her and she was saying it without saying it. When she was like saying some of her comments, she was over there being like, you on the wrong team. Tell your team to help you. That's what she was saying. Tell your team to help you. Tell your team. Because that's the one thing that I was saying. Porsha can have a whole show about somebody, her and her family fighting. She know how to bring it back around and come back up. So when I stated this a few episodes later, it's in my live, that Porsha was going to get everyone to be back on her side because she has the gift of knowing how to conjure back up the love for who she is, even when you don't like what she's doing. Y'all ain't liked her all season, but baby, she knew how to get on there, look pretty, tell you she done took accountability, smile. And by the end, y'all was like, Shamia? Why she around? We don't like her. Ooh, you lying? Y'all was ready to roast anybody that she came with. Now that is a skill. She deserves every bit of praise for the skill that she has when she walks in that room and knows how to change your opinions of everything. She deserves every skill. And guess what? The editors were going to eat it up. The editors started going back to all the times that Shamia was over there defending Porsha. And they were saying she was a lapdog. They were talking about the flashbacks of saying, Porsha maybe didn't want Shamia part of the group. That Shamia had a plan to sabotage her is what Porsha said. And I said, oh, boom. She going for everybody's jugular. She knows how to redeem herself and make it that even when you didn't like me, you're gonna love me. Porsha came in there and said, and you, Shamia, and Angela, and Drew, and Kelly, you're gonna love me, yeah. And everybody was like, we do love you. She got everybody, even the audience, got them. No, love me, love me. And then it went off when she said, love, your mama did something egregious. Me. Got her. Case closed. That's exactly what she came and did on y'all asses. And I want somebody to understand I be knowing what I'm talking about and that I called it. Can y'all say that I called this? Y'all got it? I mean, if you're just joining the live, can y'all put it this way? If you have ever joined the live, I'm going to say this. If you have ever joined the live and you saw the live where I said, these reunions going to make you love Porsha. Put a hands up in the air or $1 super chat, a 99-cent super chat. Because if I had $1 for every time I was right, I'm going to say it like the old people. Then y'all would listen to me. I be trying to tell y'all I be know what I'm talking about, but y'all be steady being like, oh my God, you don't know. Yes, I be knowing. I knew what was going to happen. And y'all going to walk out of there and be like, Porsha had a great season. I'm telling you, that's what everybody said. That y'all have been roasting Shamia for 2 days. Y'all have been roasting Shamia for 2 days. 2 days. Y'all been roasting that girl. Oh my God, I cannot believe Shamia and y'all been roasting her. And I'm telling you, you got to know how to play the game. Here's another thing. Speaking of playing the game, I think this third part of this reunion, hopefully it does a little bit more. We get to see more of this Porsha commentary and we kind of wrap this up. But I'm interested in seeing how that part goes because I do think that Shamia was unaware. And so she was gagged. Shamia was gagged for this whole reunion. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think her and Angela still get, MVPs for first seasons, but I think she was gagged. Speaking of people that know how to play it, did y'all see Jackie Christie clip? Did y'all see the Jackie Christie clip with her and her daughter? Okay. Talking about people that know what they're doing. Okay. I'm gonna just say a little part of this. Talking about people that know what they're doing. Jackie Christie is the most calculated, unhinged reality star that you have seen in a long time. And when I tell you, Jackie Christie kept her poise. Jackie Christie has walked away. Jackie Christie has done everything as it relates to her daughter in these last few episodes that I saw. But when I tell you that Jackie Christie, once that daughter pushed her, she boop, boop. Jackie Christie said, Jackie Christie went at it. Jackie Christie said, I'm going to let you cook with it. All right, I'm going to leave. And do you realize how her daughter had not been on she'd been on this show, but not in this main character role. She don't know how to handle it. So she crashed out. The daughter crashed out. She didn't chase the mama. She didn't tell her mama getting left. She called her by her first name. She going unhinged. Now, mind you, I think some of this stems from something deep-rooted. Really stems from something deep-rooted. But when I tell you the calculation, Jackie said, I wanted to slap her a few times. That's what she's saying. But I love you. She holding it down because she said, if I do, I'm going to be wrong. If I do, I'm going to be wrong. But, baby, that daughter pushed her against there. Jackie said, you hit me. Her daughter, you hit me. And when she went back to the group, you hit me. I cannot believe she swung on me. She ain't say nothing about she pushed her mama. She ain't say nothing about she pushed her mama. Nothing when she went to the group. You don't see that till you watch the episode. That's how when I talk about calculations. Some people know how to come on this show and have real relationships or friendships or family ships. And they know to be like, well, we may not can go there. And Jackie like, okay, now we going there, but we don't really go there. That daughter said, what? Her daughter started talking to her like a chick off the street. That daughter started talking to her like she was a chick off the street. Did y'all not agree? That daughter talked to Jackie like a chick off the street. That daughter talked to Jackie how you thought Porsha and Shamia conversation was going to go. Like, she talked to them just like you'd be like, dang, that's how their conversation going to go. That's how the daughter was talking. Not like a mama daughter. It was definitely not like a mama daughter. And then Jackie said, whoop, whoop, whoop. I said, ooh. Then she said, she hit me. She hit me. She swung on me. She swung on me. Most black mamas would have once you put your hands on them. Yeah, Chantel definitely be thick. Chantel definitely had a F around and found out when she pushed her mama. Her mama said, "I'm still your mom. I'm still black. I'm sorry." It came out real quick. That's like one of them where you say something and you in the car with your mom. Your mom, hold on. I'm sorry, but before I knew it, I had to slap the taste out of your mouth because I can't believe you just said that or said that. So that was some real reality type of stuff for you. You get what I'm saying? That was some real. On the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I'm telling you, Shamia was not ready for the real reality of it. Shamia was not ready to get up there and think that her friend would be like, boom, 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 that this would happen. Chantel was up there, and Jackie kind of, I think, was trying to protect it a little bit. When you get on a reality show, the gloves come off. It could be family, it could be friends. People don't realize the gloves come off. The gloves come off when you come on these shows. I think both of these episodes let you know that's what it was. Real Housewives of Atlanta, Porsha and Shamia's arguments let you know the gloves come off. When you look at the argument with Chantel and her mother, Jackie Christie, the gloves come off. Here's if you don't take anything else from this. Listen to me when I preach this to you. Never be surprised what somebody else will say or do to you, no matter how much you have loved them, supported them, or cared for them, when it comes to millions of people making them look crazy. All of their pride, all of their ego, all of their feelings will supersede, and you will become a casualty in that. So never be surprised. If you ever get on a show, please know, thank you, Lou Love. I appreciate your super chat. If you ever get on a show, just know, when you get on that show, you're signing up for everything to be on the table. And if you're not ready for it to be on the table, good, bad, ugly, indifferent, then don't do a show. Don't do a show. Friendships, relationships, everything are on the table. On the table. I mean, I don't think anybody expected what happened with Chantel and Jackie Christie. In the real world, probably 5 years ago, Porsha and Shamia's conversation would be a little different too. It would have been some plop plop. It would have. It would have been different. I'm just being honest. So they're still trying to hold it together, but we'll see what this third part of the reunion for Real Housewives of Atlanta is. We'll see what this third part of the reunion for Real Housewives of Atlanta comes up with, because baby. Now, I'm going to say again to my top fans, thank y'all so much. And to everybody that's watching this, y'all please like, share, subscribe, send out the channel. Tell everybody to come over here and talk to us on Unapologetically. Because y'all, if y'all don't ever know, just know this. I have not built my life online. I have not built my life on just trying to tear down people, even no matter what people say. People can say, oh my God, I'm dark, whatever. If I'm making statements, you can usually take them to the bank and cash them. So this third part of the reunion, I think the gloves will come off a little bit more with Shamia and them. And I think that this show changed their friendship forever to the public. I think it probably was always changed to behind closed doors for them, but for the public. Mo in the city, and if you feel like I'm okay, my honesty may make you uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean that my honesty isn't truth. What you may call my shadiness may be my honesty, and my honesty is just truth. So if my honesty makes people uncomfortable, or if they feel like it's shady, then they may need to search within. I can be shady a little bit. I can talk a little junk, but I'm never malice, and I don't say anything below the belt to people usually. Not really what I do. But anyway, but yeah, just know when it comes to this, their friendship will never be the same. And I think that they're going to continue to spiral out of control online for the next few days, specifically after these next parts of the reunion air. I'm interested in seeing what they bring. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting to see what they bring. But again, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you to all of my people that are here. Renata, all my super chat people, thank y'all so much for sending that. I told y'all, if I had $1 for every time I came on here and gave y'all the real, y'all would be like, oh, that man right there, because I'll be giving y'all the real over here. Some people may not have caught on. They go to some other places and think they're getting the real. I'll be telling y'all the facts. I'll be telling y'all what it is. I'll be telling y'all all of that. I'm going to give y'all some other tea. Be looking online for the next few days because guess what? Nana's Chicken and Waffle Sandy Springs is opening ASAP. You didn't hear it from me, but come back here when you do hear it. Don't tell me, don't ask me how I know. Just know I know.